Hi, this is Christine Prasad for Best Buy Canada, and today I'm going to show you two Amazon Fire tablets, the Amazon Fire 7 and the Amazon Fire HD 8. So I know it's difficult when you're trying to choose a tablet. There's so many available, and especially in the Amazon Fire line, there's tons of options. So these are two of the newest models, and I'll walk you through them both and how they compare, and hopefully help you make a decision between them. So we'll start with the Amazon Fire 7. So this is a 7-inch tablet with a 1024 by 600 pixel touchscreen. It comes with 16 or 32 gigabytes of built-in memory. There is a micro SD card slot on the side, so you can expand that up to 1 terabyte, which is great if you want to load tons of apps, videos, games, etc., pictures as well. It has a 10-hour battery life and does use USB-C charging, as do all of the new Amazon Fire tablets. It has a quad-core processor, so you'll get pretty fast performance from this tablet, along with the 2 gigabytes of RAM. So it functions like any other tablet. You can access the web, access various social sites, streaming services, apps like Zoom, podcasts, ebooks, etc., games. If you have kids, they'll be happy to know you can get Roblox on this tablet. Now it does work with the Amazon App Store, so you do not have access to Google Play, but the good news is that the Amazon App Store has tons of apps to choose from, including, again, the most popular streaming services, social sites, games, etc. Now it has a 2 megapixel front and rear facing camera that can also shoot 720p video. So those cameras aren't ones that you're going to snap pictures and make prints and frame them in your house, but they're perfectly fine for social sharing or just casual snapshots that you're going to keep on the device itself. And you can use Amazon Kids with this tablet, so that allows you to restrict websites, set bedtimes, and screen time limits, etc. You can also sign up to Amazon Kids Plus, which is a subscription-based service, and that will provide access to curated content, age-appropriate content for kids anywhere from about 3 to 7 or 8 years old. So that includes apps, movies, a selection of websites that they can access, etc. That again is not only educational but also fun for them. So that is an option, but again that comes at an added subscription cost with this tablet if you want to consider that. So now I'll move on to the Amazon Fire HD 8. As the name implies, it does have a larger 8-inch screen, but you can see just by looking at the comparison of the two that this screen is actually quite a lot bigger than the Amazon Fire 7. It's also a higher resolution screen at 1280 by 800 pixels, and the touchscreen is also made of strengthened glass for added durability. So if you plan to use this on the go, in the field, while you travel, or even hand it off to a child, that's something worth noting. Now I would suggest and recommend with either of these tablets, or with any tablet for that matter, that you do invest in a protective case, especially a folio style case, which not only protects the screen but also the back and the sides from things like scratches, bumps, drops, etc. So the Fire HD 8 comes with either 32 or 64 gigabytes of storage, so you get the option to have twice as much built right in. It does also have a micro SD card slot to expand it to up to 1 terabyte, once again just like the Fire 7. It has a hexa-core processor versus the quad-core processor, so you'll get a lot snappier performance with this tablet. Great if you're multitasking as well on it. You also get longer battery life at 13 hours, again versus the 10 in the Fire 7. It has the same 2 megapixel front and rear facing cameras that can also capture 720p video, as well as access to the Amazon App Store. No Google Play here either, so you can access all the same apps though from this tablet that you could from the Fire 7. There's also access to Amazon Kids and the option to add Amazon Kids Plus via subscription for an added fee if desired. So that's the Amazon Fire 7 and Fire HD 8, so which one do you choose? So the Fire 7, again, is really small and compact. I enlisted the help of my almost 11-year-old son when I was reviewing these, and he really loved the Fire 7 in terms of how small it was for playing, holding it in landscape mode and playing games that require 2 thumbs. You can reach your thumbs across the entire screen, and it makes a lot more comfortable and easier to use than a larger screen tablet. For adults, I love the whole second screen experience where you're watching TV and you might have your phone in your hands while you're also playing games at the same time, or maybe you're even looking up information about what you're watching on screen, like information about the TV show, the movie, or even the actors in it. So using a tablet like this to do that will conserve your smartphone's battery life, and it's something that you can kind of keep in the living room to use for that purpose, or for the whole family. Now again, you do get a higher res screen as well as a larger screen with the Fire HD8, and you do notice when you're watching videos the difference. I watched some Amazon Prime videos on both of them, and you do get a clearer, more vivid picture, vivid colors, crisper details with the Fire HD8 than you do with the Fire 7. So if you're going to be watching a lot of videos and movies, that's something worth considering. If it's for a child, they might not notice the difference or care for that matter, so the Fire 7 might do just fine. If you are using it on the road, for road trips, for travel, your commutes to the office and back, again, the Fire HD8 has longer battery life, so the 3 hours could make a huge difference for you in that respect. And they are both small, compact, lightweight. You can throw them into a bag or backpack along with your laptop, and you wouldn't notice the added weight of either of them. And as noted as well, because the HD8 has a hexa-core processor, if you do a lot of multitasking, if you might have multiple apps open at once, video streaming, different things at once, trying to go back and forth, you might notice that you'll get faster load times, faster multitasking with the hexa-core processor of the Fire HD8. But I do find the Fire 7 is kind of the sweet spot device between the smartphone and the tablet. The 7-inch screen is larger than you'd find in even the largest screen smartphone, but it's also much more compact than the typical full-size tablet. So there's an advantage there in terms of the compact size. It's a really neat secondary device to have. Now, I will point out that if you are looking at either of these for a child that's aged 3 to 7 or 8, in my full review, I do cover 2 more tablets, the kid counterparts of these two, so the Amazon Fire 7 Kids and the Amazon Fire HD8 Kids. So you might want to look at those, and I also did a review video for those 2 tablets as well, so you can take a look at that, and then you can compare and contrast and see what the advantages are with those 2 tablets when you're talking about an experience for younger kids. And you might find that those are the better options. But for family use, for adults, these 2 tablets, the Fire 7 and the Fire HD8, are both great options worth considering. So that is the Amazon Fire 7 and the Amazon Fire HD8. And as noted, you can read my full review of both these 2 tablets as well as their kid counterparts on the Best Buy blog, and check out the other video if you're interested in learning more about the kid versions as well. Thank you so much for watching.